Hello friends, in today's video we are going to know what is a variable, how variables are stored in the computer's random access memory, and how data is converted into binary and then stored inside the RAM. So let us start with the definition of variable. So if the newcomers are, please subscribe the channel and share and like my video, and please comment. So let's start with the definition of variable. What is a variable? A computer program is basically made by two components. One is data and other is process. So the programming we do in any language, it is based on the two components. One is data and other is process. Process is the function or methods that applied on the data, and by manipulating data we get our required output. So a computer program is basically made by two components. One is data and other is process. During program execution, both data and process get loaded in computer's temporary memory called RAM. So in any program, whether it is the code or the data, all are loaded loaded in the RAM, and from RAM everything is happened. So every data is stored temporarily in a memory location in RAM, and the data which we use in our programs, it is stored temporarily in the RAM, and the code which we use in our programs, that is also stored inside the RAM. We can means everything of the program, all are stored in the RAM. We can get those data, and if we want to get those data, then very easily we can get those data very easily by giving a name to the memory locations. Means if we want to get the data in our use, then we can use it through any name that we will give in our program to that data. These names are called variables or identifiers. So the names which we give to any data in our program are called variables or identifiers, because it identifies some value, so it is also called as identifiers. We can reserve a blank memory location also by giving it a name through variable declaration. And if we want to reserve blank memory location, then we also can reserve it by giving a name, means declaring a variable. Here you can see in the examples. First example is int age equal to 25. Here the variable is age and the value 25 is stored in the variable age. Means the 25 value is stored here. You can see in the picture here, 25 is stored in a memory location, and that memory location is given a name age. So age is the variable. And similarly we can describe or declare other variables, like here price is also a variable, but it don't have any value, so it also reserves memory location, but it reserves blank memory location because it doesn't have any value. Such similarly here char ch, it is also a variable of type character. Means ch is also a variable, blank variable or blank memory location, but it can store only character type of data. Here price is a variable which can store, it is also the name of a memory location, and which can it can store a float value inside it. Okay, now we can see the scenario through a program here, how variables get stored in the RAM and how it is fetched, means how the program get those value in use. Here you can see a Java program, class variable, public static void main string args, int age equal to 25. Here age is a variable that have the value 25, and age, the data type of age is int. Now again it's second, here second variable ch, which is of type character, means char type, and it has the value capital A. We declare any character value through single quotes, so here single quotes are given on the both sides of capital A. Now system out print line, we give the two statements, system out print line for the age and for the ch, and so we can have the output of 25 and capital A. Now in real scenario 25 is stored like all the total program. Here you can see in the left side, in the left window, all the data and the program code all are stored inside the RAM. Public static void main, these statements are also stored inside the RAM. Those part of the RAM is called code segment, and the data stored in the segment, it is called data segment. Now those are the internals of programming. We don't have to know about those intricacies in any programming language, and especially in Java. So just we know, we want to know that where age is stored. So you can see here a regular part of the RAM. Here you can see age is stored in the memory location this, and it has the reference of 25 that is also stored in some other memory location. And since 25 is of type integer, so it requires 4 bytes. So you can see here the 4 bytes. First is here, second byte is here, third byte is here, and fourth byte is here. So 25 is stored by taking totally 4 bytes, and age has a reference to this variable, this value 25 value, means age has the reference of value 25, and so it we get the 25 value by writing age as the input inside print line. Here also similarly you can see A is also stored somewhere in the RAM. It may be, it is not the values 25 and A, it is not stored in the contiguous memory places. It can be stored anywhere in the RAM, where the operating system finds location or blank location, our program stores our values there. It is not in the contiguous memory, means one by one. It may be anywhere, at the last, at the first, at the middle, anywhere, but all the value has some addresses. These are the byte addresses of the variable. So if the variable age has to reference 25, then it gets linked the first byte of 25, and that now the processor computes that 25 value from here, and it gives the value to variable age. It is duty of the Java compiler, which makes link between the variable age and the value 25. So similarly here ch is also stored. Ch is the variable or identifier. You can see here ch is also a variable, and this variable is also stored in the memory RAM somewhere. This variable has the address this, and it gets linked by the compiler with the value capital A, and A is the data, character data, and it is also stored in somewhere in the memory, and it has also an address. So you can see that every part or every portion of the program of our program, all are stored inside the RAM, and every one has some address. Here age is also stored somewhere, 25 is also stored in somewhere, age has its address, 25 has its address. ch is a variable, it is also stored in some memory location. As well, the value capital A is also stored in some memory location. And now, so it is the duty of compiler which links the variable with the data. Now we can see in the next section, we will see how a decimal value, as you know that 25 is decimal value and capital A is a character, then how it gets stored in the RAM. We can see in the next section. Here we can see that the compiler, Java compiler, or any compiler or interpreter of any language, when it stores any value inside a variable, then it first converts the decimal value into binary value, means in the form of 1 and 0. Here we can see that 25 is being converted into binary form. So how to convert in the binary form? You have to, binary means two digits, so you have to divide the decimal value by the 2, and the remainders are collected by the through the last. You can see this arrow goes from here to this side. So here 2 divides 25, you get 12, remainder is 1. Again you divide 12 by 2, you get remainder 0. Then again you divide the quotient here 6, so you get 3 as the quotient and 0 as the remainder. Again you divide 3 by 2 and get the quotient 1 and remainder 1, and by the back side you get the binary representation of 25. Here it is written in below as 25 is of base 10, and it is converted into binary form, and this binary value is stored inside the RAM. We will see it in the next section. Here also 65 is similarly converted into binary form. 65 is divided by 2, we get quotient 32 and remainder 1. Again 32 is divided by 2, we get quotient 16 and remainder 0. Again 16 is divided by 2 and we get quotient 8 and remainder 0. In this manner, and from back side we take the representation of 65 in the binary form. Here you can see in below 65 is of the form of the base 10, and it is converted into the binary form, and so binary form has the base 2. You can see here in the as a subscript, it is the base of the number system. Now it is converted into binary form, decimal value is converted into binary form, and how it is stored in the RAM. Now we can see actual representation of any variable that gets stored inside the RAM. Here you can see our variable is 25, and we already converted the 25 in the binary form. Here you can see as 11001, and that 11001 is written, and as 25 is an integer variable, it is declared as int, so it reserves 4 bytes. This is the first byte, this is the second byte, this is the third byte, and this is the fourth byte. And the binary form of 25 is written from the right side, as you can see the binary form of the 25. So any decimal value which we use in our any programming language, it is first converted into binary form by the compiler and then stored inside the RAM. Similarly, character A means the value of variable ch, it is also converted into ASCII form, ASCII code. As a program in the programming, in any programming, characters are stored as the ASCII value. So capital A has the ASCII value of 65, and so the 65, the binary form of 65 is here, 1001001. Now the similar value is stored here. You can see as the value of 1001, excuse me, no, it will have the value of 0. It is some mistake is done here, it will be of 0. So the binary form of capital A is 1000001, and it is stored inside the RAM like 10 and in the binary form. So it first converted into binary form and then it is stored in the RAM. So we get the whole situation here, and now we knew that how variables are stored inside the RAM. First it gets converted into binary form and then it stored from the right side of the cells. These are memory cells. So thank you for now. In the next videos we will go ahead in the Java programming, and we will discuss some more aspects of Java. So please consider to subscribe my channel and share, and please comment also. Thank you for now.